Video cellular respiration. Before we begin this video, you must know some really important parts of a cell, and that is the mitochondria, this thing, and the cytoplasm where reaction occurs. Both of these places are one of the two most important places where cellular respiration occurs. Just a side note, plants can do both cellular respiration and photosynthesis. But us humans and some other unlucky animals like amoebas cannot do both. Please go check out Amoeba's sister on cellular respiration in the link below. It's gonna be hard to understand this video if you don't watch their video, because this video is inspired by them. This is the low quality summary version, let's say. Okay. Now we've moved on to respiration. If you want to watch the last video, it's about photosynthesis. So respiration. Respiration starts off with glycolysis, whatever you call it, and it breaks down glucose. And in this process, you need two ATP cells molecules to power this reaction, and also two NAD+, and this makes 2 pyruvate, 4 ATP, and 2 NADH. So this 2 pyruvate will be used in the Krebs cycle. The 4 ATP is gonna be used to power the later reaction, and the NADH is used to carry electrons in the later process. We will show you. So the net ATP here is 2 ATP. Why? Because you use 2 ATP here and you produce 4, and that means you only actually produce 2. So that's 2 net energy. So then we go here. Now we're in the Krebs cycle. In the we are in the mitochondria. The glycolysis is performed in the cytoplasm, but the Krebs cycle is performed in the mitochondria. So the pyruvate is broken down into acetyl-CoO. My brother said it's acetyl-CoO. I'm not that good at remembering names. So this transforms into acetyl-CoO, and in this process CO2 is released. Then after all the breaking down of the pyruvate to 2 pyruvate, 6 NADH is produced and 6 FADH is produced, and also some ATP. Now we need to go down because this is gonna get hard to explain. So remember the NADH we got from glycolysis? I told you guys about how it's gonna help us later on. Yes, it's gonna help us. Now we're in the electron transport chain, still in the mitochondria. But now we're gonna use what we got from glycolysis and gonna help us perform electron transport chain. So from the glycolysis, we got the NADH and the FADH too. These electron carriers help bring the proton gradient across the membrane, and then they produce something. And then they bring it here, and then there's the oxygen, and the oxygen combined with the 2 hydrogen. Then these protons go into this, what do you call it again? Synthesis, something called synthesis. Go into the synthesis thingy, and it combines, it adds 1 phosphate to NDP to make it ATP. And so now we have the ATP. This process makes the most number of ATP, ranging from 24 to 34 ATP. So altogether, from glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain, you get around 38 to 36. And also, just to add on, electron transport chain uses oxygen. These other two are anaerobic, means they do not use oxygen. And electron transport chain is aerobic, so this is the only part where oxygen is coming in. And yeah, thank you for watching, and please click the subscribe button and like the video.
And oxygen turns into water in this cycle, and water is a waste product.
Yeah, you see this? This is the waste product. So in respiration, water is the waste product. And CO2 is also the waste product. But in photosynthesis, it's oxygen that is the waste product.
And H2O, or water, and CO2 is dependent. And in the respiration,
Okay, that's
oxygen is dependent.
I have no idea what he just said.